Hey guys, I brought another deer out here I killed with a bow. This deer here is pretty special. Never had him on camera. I was hunting on Halloween, never even knew he was in there. Saw him really far away, ended up grunting him in and killing him. He ran right under my tree stand. What's really unique about this deer is the mane. You ever seen a deer with a mane? Check this out. Is that not cool or what? Leave me a comment. Tell me if you've ever seen it before. I've never saw that on deer before. So I definitely got him mounted in. I was like, he's a big rack anyways, but having a big mane like that, that was so cool. Yeah, let me know if you've ever seen it before. Now, we are going to talk about wind direction, thermals, wind, all kinds of stuff. So, here we go. Hey guys, I'm up here on the ridge. I'm going to hike up here and show you something really cool. We're going to talk about wind and thermals today. You can see behind me here is tons of milkweed. That's the reason I'm doing the video up here, because I'm going to show you something really cool. You always want to play the wind when you can, and you always want to check the wind. So you'll look at your app, see what wind direction. Hey, I need a northwest wind hunt to stand this week. Well, hey, that's good and all, but sometimes, the wind may swirl, it may change, the meteorologist might be wrong. So a lot of times I'll use chalk dust, which works pretty good. But if you got milkweed, and that's why I'm filming here, you can see tons of it behind me. I got some here. This is the best way to check the wind, because if the thermals are rising in the morning, like they do, you can it comes in pods in the late summers when these bust open. You can pull these off and take the seed off the end like that, and you can let it loose, and then it will drift wherever the wind's going, and it goes up in the air. So there's the pods there, and then you see all the little pieces in there. Most of them have seeds connected to them. And you can pull the seed off, like I did here, and let them loose. These here will drift for miles, and you'll see exactly what your wind's doing. You'll know if your thermals are rising. You're gonna know if your thermals are dropping in the evening. You'll know if they're not. You'll know because you can see this a long ways away. And you can see if your wind's swirling. I've let these loose before, and they will float out there, and all of a sudden you'll see it turn. And then a little bit later, it's going to my left, and I'm like, oh man, the wind's swirling. So now you don't have a consistent wind. But you can use this to tell, hey, it may be swirling a little bit, but it's all rising, so it's pulling my scent up. That's why I usually hunt, 30, 40 feet in a tree too, for that reason. Because in the morning, you get by with a lot. But like I said, go check out my other scent control videos on YouTube too. And all my videos, like and share them, but my scent control videos will really help you. Because if the wind is wrong, and you have issues with it, you definitely want my scent control stuff, because it will save you and you'll be very successful by using that. And definitely use the wind in your advantage too. And definitely use milkweed if you can get it. It's very invasive. It's all over the United States. Farmers hate it. I hate it too, because I plant fields too. And it's spread everywhere, because I guess they planted this years ago for the monarch butterflies. And it's very invasive. And then you can see there's tons of it in my field here that I didn't brush hog last year. That's why I come here to show you that check the wind. This stuff here is the best way to do it. Now, I'm gonna give you some other tips that I use too. Sorry, I've been fighting a sinus infection. Anyways, I'll give you another tip today. Talking about wind direction and thermals. If you can find the perfect place in the area that you're wanting to hunt, and if you have mountains, and maybe most of it's flat, but you have any kind of a flat and has a little drop, it goes into a little valley, a little holler, get on the edge of that. The reason why, just make sure the deer are not coming up that edge, but get on the edge of that. Because what happens is, especially in the evening hunt, in the evenings, and you're on the edge of that, and you're like, say here's the ridge here, okay? And then you got a little drop off into a little holler or a little valley here. Hang your stand on the edge of that. And the reason why is, when the thermals start dropping in the evening, that holler, that valley will pull your thermals. When your thermals start going down, they'll pull them down in that holler, in that valley, away from that flat where you expect your deer to come through. That's something that I've used in my advantage for years, and it's made me very successful. You'll love me for that tip, because that's something that if you look at almost all my stands, I've got them on the edge if I can get them. And sometimes you can't, because it's not the right place, you know what I mean? But if I can, I will move even a few hundred yards and get to where I can get where there's a dip and a little valley, a little holler, and get on the edge of that flat. Because every time when them thermals drop in the evening, it will literally pull your scent when your thermals start dropping down in that holler. Instead of, if you're not, and you're in a big giant flat, and you're in the middle of the flat, and your thermals start to drop at evening, and say there's no wind, which happens a lot, it's just sort of festering there. It's just sort of stagnant, sort of laying there. Where if you've got a little dip, a little holler, valley or something right beside you, behind you, or wherever, it will pull that and pull that down in that holler, and then that will help you a lot. That will save you so many times. You can get by with a lot. Just remember, even in the morning, your thermals are going to rise regardless if it's sunny or it's cloudy and dark from a storm, because the ground will absorb solar radiation regardless if it's cloudy or sunny or whatever in the morning. So either way, the thermals are going to be pulling, off the earth, and you're still going to get thermals in the morning that's going to go up, regardless cloudy, dark, or sunshine. So remember that. I'll give you another tip there. And then the evenings, no matter what, our thermals are always going to go down. So any tips I can help you with, and if there's any kind of videos you like for me to put out there, please message me. Leave me a comment and tell me what you'd like for me to talk about, if it would help you. And I'll do my best to make a video on it. And if you have any other ideas, any videos you guys need help with, please let me know. I'd love to make them, because I'm going to put content out, a ton of content this year. So don't forget to like and subscribe and share my stuff. It really helps. I really appreciate it a lot, you guys, sharing my stuff and subscribing and liking. So God bless you guys. And I'll be bringing a bunch of videos this year, so stay tuned. I'll see you soon. Thanks.